Hi, welcome to lesson 6-4, divide by a 2-digit whole number. Please push pause and write the topic title at the top of your math journal. Now I want you to write your I can statement. It says, I can use models to visualize the relationship between division and multiplication to divide decimals by 2-digit whole numbers. Wow. That's a long I can statement. So you're going to want to push pause for a little bit and push play once you've got all of that wrote. And once again, it is I can use models to visualize the relationship between division and multiplication to divide decimals by 2-digit whole numbers. Whew, winded. Okay. Here is our problem. And you remember, we want to make sure that we use cubes. I'm going to get my pen ready. I don't think it's ready. Here we go. So when we talk about cubes, the first thing we're going to do as we read through it is we're going to circle our numbers. Stan has a rectangular piece of carpet with an area of 23 4/10 square meters. So since it is 23 4/10 square meters, that means we've already found the area there. And if you remember, area is length times width, and we get squared meters or squared inches, whatever we want. The piece of carpet is 13 meters long, so it's giving us the length. It's saying 13 meters long, and it's already given us the area, which is 23 4/10 square meters. So in my head already, I'm thinking we're going to have to find the width. Well, what is the width of the piece of carpet? So I'm going to underline my question. What is the width of carpet? And as you can see, we have our area, 23 4/10 meters squared, and it's equal to 13 is the length times what? What is the width? So we already know the area. So we're going to box that, and we want to know what the width is. So a couple of things when we think about division and when we go to check, whatever our dividend is, we receive a quotient. When we go to check our work, whatever you take quotient times divisor, you should be able to get 23 4/10. So we're going to divide to find this problem, because once we divide, our quotient will take us to the quotient times 13, and it will equal 23 4/10. So that's going to be what we're going to do to solve this problem. Now, you could also do the process of elimination, and you could just randomly try 13 times a number until you get 23 4/10. That could possibly take a while. So this strategy using division as the operation would just be a quicker approach. So 13 is not going to 2. 13 is going to go into 23 one time. 1 times 13 is 13. Subtract. And after you subtract, you bring down. Now, if you remember from our previous conversations, when you divide, you always want to bring that decimal straight up. So now we know we have one whole. Then after we bring down, we're going to divide 13 into 104. And 13 times 8 would be what we would want. 8 times 3 is 24. Carry your 2. We would get 104. It's always fun when it comes out even. So 8 times 13 is 104. So then that means our width is 1 8/10. Now, like I said, if you take 13 times 1 8/10, which is our quotient, you should get 23 4/10 squared meters. So 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 1 is 8 plus 2 is 10. Cross out what you've used and bring down your 0. Then we have 3 and we have 1. It's so small. How about if I write it over here? I apologize. I ran out of space. Okay, so we have 24, 10. Cross out what you've used. Then we have 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 1 is 1. And then we're going to move our decimal over one space. Woohoo! So the width of the piece of carpet is 1 8/10 meters. So 1 8/10 meters is my width. Now let's check out to see how some other students solved the problem. So Ellen's work. So, they did the process, they divided, and then they used kind of number sense to know where they would put the decimal. So they divided it by 234 as a whole number. To me, that I just leave the decimal in there and bring it straight up. That would be a quicker approach. But it is going to be 1 8/10. You would never want it to be 18. That would be way bigger than 23 4/10. And then Eli did the process of elimination. He tried a half, and he got 19.5, which was too low. So he tried 1 7/10, which was too low. So then he went to 1 8/10. So he did the process of elimination, which is another strategy that you can use. What I would like you to do is write the word chase at the top of your paper near the title section before you bring it into school tomorrow. So please summarize your own thinking below, kind of what you chose to do to find the width of that carpet, and bring your work in tomorrow with the secret word. Thank you.